Here are 5 pieces of bad advice about bodybuilding. Number 1, the more you work out, the more you'll grow. The reason why it's bad advice is because bodybuilding is all about sticking to a plan, because your plan is going to dictate the way you look. And so the plan changes based on what division you're going to compete in, as well as what your overall goal is, how long that's going to take you to get there. And so you could work out and be doing completely the wrong thing. And in that, you will get results, but they won't be the results that you want. And what ends up happening is that you lose focus and that you ultimately just stop working out altogether. Number 2, if I stop working out, my muscle will turn into fat. And so that's incorrect, it's false. The reason being is because muscle and fat are 2 separate entities. Whether you work out or not, you have muscles because you need muscles to move every single day. Body fat only comes as a result of the way you eat, or some of it is just genetic. Muscle always tends to be a little bit leaner, and then fat just tends to take up more space. And so usually when people gain weight, they say, well, my muscle turned into fat. What happens is that your fat is showing more than the muscle in your body. Number 3, women need to train differently than men. That's also very false. Men and women I've seen train together. They work together and push each other. So there's no studies that show that men need to train differently than women. The only thing that changes is depending on the specific goal, the look will be different and or the exercise will be different. But for the most part, men and women are doing the same thing, right? Whether that be bench pressing, whether that be squatting, walking lunges, we're all doing the same thing, depending on the division and what the end result is, depending on where you compete. Number 4, I could eat as many calories as I like and I would still get that bodybuilding look, or I have a fast metabolism, so I can eat whatever I want. That's not the bodybuilding look, right? The bodybuilding look is a very special look. It's about vascularity, it's about striations, it's about actually seeing the muscles, what we call pop, right? So what that looks like is you can actually identify the muscles as if you were looking at an anatomy structure. And you cannot do that if you're eating foods that are not a part of your plan, or you're eating as many calories as you would like. All right, number 5, to see results in bodybuilding, you need to take supplements. That's also false. Usually for someone that's new into the sport, you kind of have to learn your body before you start adding in supplements, because what happens is that you really don't know what you can do on your own. Supplements usually come in at the point where you plateau, where your body's like, you know, we need a little bit of help, and or they come at the end of a well-executed plan and they infuse life into your body that gives you that extra push to get that bodybuilding look that's really special. So there you have it. These are 5 pieces of bad advice that are commonly heard and passed around when it comes to bodybuilding. Once again, the most important thing is that you have a plan, you have a team, and that you execute that plan accordingly. And that plan includes your nutrition, as well as includes your workout plan, that you know which season you're in, that you are focused on achieving that, and that you understand that this is a long-term process, and just be careful about the information you take in.